related to transport. This MOU is to cooperate on establishing and developing a diversified relationship in the field of transport and...
Therefore, when you see people, leaders, whatever they are, just talking about all other things, this one, this one, this one, why are you not talking about the market? Nani atanunua bidhaa zako? If you don't answer that and you say you are a leader, then there are serious issues. So therefore, here, I can see that we are waking up to talk about the market of East Africa, the market of Africa. Because if we don't do that, the future is very bleak. So really, you, the East Africans, I'm glad we are waking up on this issue. So this is number one. Now, number two is the rationalization. Reminding me that countries in Southeast Asia, big and small, Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Cambodia, all of them have got access to the sea. Wako karibu na bahari. Here, where the continent is fragmented economically, you have got countries like Uganda, Republic of Uganda, has no access to the ocean. The issue of market, you're not solving the problem of access to the ocean. How would you develop? How? Exactly how? So therefore, I'm very happy to be here and discuss with His Excellency all these issues, because that's what we are discussing. How can you have the sitting room in another country, the bedroom in another country, the kitchen in another country? What sort of arrangement?
Our cooperation in these areas aims to catalyze economic development, foster people-to-people ties, and ensure that our engagements translate into tangible benefits for the peoples of our two countries. We are united in our commitment to deepening bilateral cooperation and delivering shared prosperity for our citizens, while also working together towards a stronger and more integrated region. I am pleased to announce the signing, as we've just witnessed, of 8 additional bilateral memoranda of understanding, building on the 17 agreements already in place. These new MOUs will foster and further strengthen our legal and institutional cooperation across strategic sectors that include, as we have witnessed, the MOU on mining, a joint promotion exercise that will be responsible for mineral exploitation, institutional capacity building, and address cross-border smuggling of minerals. The MOU on agriculture and animal husbandry will expand our cooperation in both veterinary and crop health, innovation, and of course to foster food security in our region. It will give us the opportunity to do the expanded market, which is an East African initiative to create the transport corridor and infrastructure for the one border post to facilitate easier movement of goods and services into and out of Uganda, to the port of Mombasa and to the East African region on the other side.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni has warned resident district commissioners and resident city commissioners against engaging in elective politics at the expense of their official duties. In a message delivered to RDCs and RCCs operating in Busoga sub-region, the President, through the Office of the Presidency, directed the Permanent Secretary Haji Yunus Kakande to caution them against joining politics. He noted that many former RDCs who chose this path have not been successful.
Following widespread violence in the recent NRM intern elections across the country, the Office of the President has convened a 4-day emergency capacity building workshop. The workshop targets RDCs, RCCs and other security agencies in the Busoga sub-region. Its aim is to improve coordination and performance as the country prepares for the 2026 general elections. In his opening remarks, the Permanent Secretary in the President's office, Haji Yunus Kakande, said the President instructed him to warn all RDCs against seeking elective positions in the upcoming elections. He said over 31 RDCs resigned from their roles to contest in elections, which he described as a poor decision.
For political posts, going to start, leaving your job and go to start. A leader in the whole district. Why are you bothering for constituency? One constituency. You are a leader in the whole district. And then you decide to leave the district to go for a constituency. It defeats my mind, always.
Haji Kakande added that anyone who stepped down will not be allowed to return to public service after losing an election. He also encouraged RDCs to focus on promoting government programs in their areas and to continue mobilizing support for President Museveni ahead of the 2026 elections. Regional RDC Chief Whip Richard Gulume Bariaino, who is also the RCC for Jinja City, welcomed the training and said it was timely. He expressed hope for improved performance. At the same workshop, Senior Presidential Advisor on Poverty Alleviation in Busoga, Honorable Florence Mutiable, called on RDCs to take the lead in implementing government programs that aim to reduce poverty in the region. Some RDCs used the meeting to raise concerns about political interference. They said frequent calls from above, especially during elections, were disrupting their work in communities.
And government has suspended a number of national roads construction projects due to insufficient funds. Several projects including Kampala-Jinja Highway, Mityana-Mubende, Najjanankumbi-Busabala, Moroto have been suspended after Ministry of Works and Transport has failed to meet payment for the contractors. The Line Minister, General Katumba Wamala, reveals that the country risks extra costs if the embarked road projects are not paid attention to. He was updating Parliament on the status of roads across the country.
Parliament has of recent boiled up over poor road infrastructure in the country, calling for an update from government.
Because the truth is, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get.
In response, General Katumba Wamala, the Minister for Works and Transport, began with a disclaimer.
Even many of the contracts are not running because we owe the contractors a lot of money.
From his explanation, government is failing the road network coverage, which currently consists of 21,292 kilometers, of which 6,912 kilometers are paved and 14,980 kilometers unpaved.
Is it procedurally right for the Minister of Works, the senior minister, to come here to lament and to show that there is a failure of government, especially at cabinet level?
Now, the minister is telling us reality. He's giving us the reality.
At least 3.156 trillion shillings is required if the earmarked road projects in the financial year 2025-2026 are to be completed. However, only 682 billion shillings has been allocated. This has witnessed about 27 projects being affected with several suspended. The highly anticipated Kampala-Jinja Highway is among the projects fully suspended. Others include Mityana Mubende, Najanankumbi Busabala, and Moroto Lokitanyala.
18 projects fully funded by government of Uganda, where contractors have suspended or slowed down works due to delayed payment. 9 externally financed projects where delays are primarily attributed to the government's inability to provide timely counterpart funding for land acquisition, taxes, or enabling works.
Minister Katumba Wamala warns of further costs if the status quo is maintained.
This sustained underinvestment has led to accumulation of certified debt, stalling of ongoing projects, and deterioration in the condition of the road network.
The House is yet to decide on the next fate, as the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development was absent during the Wednesday plenary.
Can we have this on Tuesday, Honorable Government Chief Whip?
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC News.
And government has revealed a plan to abolish school fees in all government-aided schools. The revelation was made today by State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development during the launch of a new national plan. During the launch of new national parenting tools aimed at supporting families, especially in urban areas.
How to measure and evaluate our performance.
The minister declared that government has committed budgetary support to ensure that all children in government-aided schools receive free education without hidden costs.
Ministry of Education is now reviewing with seriousness to ensure that we bring school fees down to zero, so that whether you're in the urban setting or in the rural setting, especially in government-aided schools, we are focusing seriously towards ensuring that no school fees in the government-aided schools. It's about 15-20 years since we made an appeal and a strong dedication to ensuring that we provide free education.
The minister cited rising dropout rates and urban family stress as key drivers behind the move.
And there's a big blow to that program. But now, in this budget, government has put in money to ensuring that we pay all teachers, including those that are being appointed by parents. Government should pay them. We have to provide printing machines to print exams. That has also been another challenge, where under the guise of exams, people have started introducing mask money into government-aided schools, and also providing staff houses, especially in the rural schools.
She also launched 3 new parenting tools to support caregivers in Uganda's evolving social environment. The ministry launched the National Parenting Training Manual, a facilitator's guide, and a parenting data hub designed to standardize and digitize parenting practices across the country.
Parents have got to work on a daily basis, and so urbanization has increased the work stress. Lots of people are running around looking for opportunities in order to support their families. But that has meant that parents have limited time to look after their children, to do parenting work in the family due to urbanization. There is a lot of family breakdown, a lot of parental challenges because the family is stressed as a result of poverty and so on, resulting from urbanization.
For the first time, even children with no parental support, like street children, can access structured guidance rooted in Ugandan values. Traumatic conditions facing many urban children were also highlighted.
We need more advocacy programs to be able to see that mental health services are brought on place, even the policies, so that we can be able to really help parents, because at the end of the day, like I said, the well-being of a parent directly impacts the child.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Now, NUP Party President Robert Kyagulanyi has officially declared his bid for presidency in the 2026 general elections. Addressing hundreds of enthusiastic party members and supporters, Kyagulanyi vowed to bring change and urged Ugandans to rally behind him and the NUP cause.
Cheers and jubilations filled the air at the National Unity Platform headquarters in Makerere, Kavule this morning, as Party President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu officially announced his intention to run for the presidency in the 2026 general elections.
I confirm that I will be on the ballot. I can officially confirm that once again I'm offering myself. And I salute the National Unity Platform for having trust in me. I will never let you down. I am going to bring the win again.
The announcement was made by the unveiling of a new campaign poster and slogan, introduced by NUP Secretary General David Louis Luwangoya. The poster features Kyagulanyi in bold NUP colors and includes the new campaign slogan. People power!
Gamba munonti kativita andise. This is the poster taking us. Naeka chirabika kitya banange. Gamba a new Uganda. Kakati tuongedeko kye bayita agency of the matter. A new Uganda.
There's now no question about whether he's going to stand or not. He has unveiled his poster. He has offered himself publicly, and we are now ready to roll.
Kyagulanyi, alongside other NUP leaders, including Isaac Tomusangi, condemned all forms of sectarianism and hate speech, urging Ugandans to unite beyond tribal and religious lines.
Thank you for challenging my people, the people of Uganda. They need to hear that voice from other places. They need to know that the world, the nation is united.
Organized, their leadership is really very good and attractive in a way that it's welcoming everybody from different backgrounds. It welcomes the Christian, the Muslim, non-believers, everybody, regardless of your tribe, whether you're Mnyankore or Muganda or Muteso. At this time, they have brought people from Teso, from Eastern Uganda, where I was thinking that the National Unity Platform does not exist. But today, we have witnessed a strong team who are going to stand for a National Unity Platform.
I assure Ugandans that things have changed. Since 2021, by the coming of President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Bobi Wine, things have changed. The platform where we will stand, the springboard where he's going to stand and also capture other regions.
Kyagulanyi extended his gratitude to Belimwezo and his committee for his commitment to the cause.
Very much. We continue to have so much trust in you. I also want to thank those that have fundraised.
Cayenne Faith, Jamil Sekaja for UBC.
Meanwhile, Forum for Democratic Change opposition party leaders have given the former Secretary General Nathan Nandala Mafabi a green light to lift the party flag ahead of the forthcoming 2026 general elections, presidential elections. The development comes after a series of consultative meetings between parties, leaders and delegates on the Elders Forum, whose aim was to ensure a consensus was generated by the two candidates, Patrick Amuria Toboy and Nathan Nandala Mafabi, for one to step down for the other.
Sir, withdraw from the contest from FDC flag, presidential flag bearer.
According to Article 28(1)(3) of the Forum for Democratic Change Party Constitution, mandates the party chairperson to ensure harmony within the party. It's against this backdrop that the FDC Elders Forum met the two presidential contestants, Patrick Amriat Oboy and Nathan Nandala Mafabi, to agree on who will take the presidential mantle ahead of the 2026 general elections.
The office have been engaged in a series of meetings aimed at keeping the party together to avoid past incidences that have split the party. Today I'm glad that this has been done to a logical conclusion.
Patrick Amriat Oboy was ushered in first. During his speech, former presidential candidate Patrick Amriat Oboy thanked the party for giving him an opportunity to serve at the top leadership. Amriat further assured Mafabi that he is going to rally support for him come 2026 presidential race.
Our choice of candidate, when Colonel retired Dr. Kizza Besigye declined standing for the presidency of Uganda in 2021, was the Right Honorable Nanda Mafabi James. But he was very honest with us when he said he wasn't ready at the time.
Later, the chosen flag bearer Nathan Nandala Mafabi walked in style while his party supporters were dancing to the rhythm of the drumbeats of Kadodi, raining from Masabaland. During his maiden speech, Mafabi thanked the party leadership for trusting him with the flag. Mafabi further assured the party delegates that his first role will be engaging the disgruntled members as well as bringing back the party to its lost glory.
We have no hatred for anybody in this country. Our party is our party of members with respect. We preach unity in Uganda.
Mafabi also partially unveiled his manifesto to the party delegates.
Our education system is for well to do. If you have no money, you can't manage it. We need an education system which works for all of us, whether you're in Koboko or Kasese.
In 2004, Mafabi served as the Deputy General Treasurer and later rose to the rank of Secretary General, where he has been serving to date. He also boasts of being a Forum for Democratic Change member for 28 years. Reporting for ABC TV, Helen Barbara, Gizamba.
Now, with only 2 days to the kickoff of CHAN 2024, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, State Minister for Sports Peter Ogwang has given an update on Uganda's readiness to hosting the tournament. The minister gave his remarks while addressing Parliament this afternoon.
So again, can we thank our historical legends?
The launch of CHAN 2024 Uganda chapter at Kololo last week was a huge boost to the publicity of the tournament, said the minister as he made his remarks about the marketing of the event that was a raised concern by the members of parliament yesterday.
The official launch enhanced the publicity of CHAN 2024 and the ongoing games and events at the main event locations. CAF procured a service firm to provide the official branding tools as well as place signage in selected areas. The LOC found it necessary to increase the visibility of the tournament and improve public engagement. LOC operations have therefore necessitated extending the official signage to selected locations in Kampala and the metropolitan areas. Government agencies and ministry buildings and commercial stock centers, stock points, in a bid to ensure publicity of the tournament. The local organizing committee has put in place measures to increase public awareness about the tournament beyond billboards. This includes allocating Federation of Uganda Football Association 1 billion shillings only to run promotions on TV, radios, digital platform, social media, influencers, digital other channels.
The minister also informed the floor about the other preparations around the tournament like medical, security, accommodation, ticketing and others.
Mandela National Stadium, which has been under renovation, passed the final inspection by CAF held in July 2025. It's ready to host the matches. In addition, training facilities have undergone improvements at Chambogo University, Fufakadiva Stadium, Mutesa 2 Wankulukuku Stadium, and Kampala International School. Yes, Uganda selected young, energetic, and sports-loving youth to participate in the CHAN 2024 volunteer program. So far, at least 500 volunteers have been invited for evaluation and trained support
the 19 areas below. President offered the use of the Uganda Protocol fleet of vehicles to support the transportation needs of VVIPs, VIPs, and CAF delegates for the duration of the tournament. The tickets can be purchased on internet online only, and CAF has established a dedicated sale link for all match tickets for the co-host venues in Uganda and the sister countries. Payment through the lock is providing security protocol and guest handling, medical services, among others.
Furthermore, he assured the legislators that Uganda Cranes is also ready to face its opponents in Group C that have started arriving.
Uganda has received confirmation of participation of Group C teams. As of 29 July 2025, a national team of the Republic of Niger arrived in Uganda and has set camp. Our own national team, the Uganda Cranes, is in the camp as well and training for the tournament.
Uganda will host Group C of the Championship of African Nations, CHAN 2024, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. The group has nations Uganda, South Africa, Niger, Guinea, and Algeria.
It's my prayer on behalf of the Minister of Education and Sports that Parliament recognizes and appreciates the state of readiness and accepts assurances to deliver a successful CHAN 2024 tournament.
Now, just a few days to start the 2024 Championship of African Nations Football Tournament, Uganda's national football team, the Cranes, has trained at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole. Let's take a look.
This August, East Africa becomes the center of African football. CHAN 2024 is here, and it's bigger than ever.
After almost a month in camp, the Uganda Cranes have continued training with a session at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole.
Of course, it's a pleasure to represent the nation. I feel happy to be here in the camp. We are prepared, so I feel good to be in the camp.
The players are in good mood and optimistic they've trained enough to entertain while producing results that will elevate the team.
We have worked on our defending, mostly defending and finishing as a team play, so I think we are very ready for Monday.
Uganda is in Group C alongside Niger, Guinea, South Africa and Algeria that it plays in the group opener next Monday. In a game that will come after Niger has faced Guinea. The 2024 Championship of African Nations that has 19 teams starts this Saturday with Tanzania hosting Burkina Faso at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. Kenya will then play DR Congo the next day in Nairobi.
Wherever you are in Uganda, from the city to the village, UBC brings CHAN 2024 to your screen and your radio. August 2nd to August 3rd.
Relatedly, Uganda's local organizing committee for the 2024 Championship of African Nations Football Tournament has briefed about ticketing, security and safety, as well as publicity.
This August, East Africa becomes the center of African football. CHAN 2024 is here, and it's bigger than ever.
Issues of ticketing, security and publicity have dominated the latest Championship of African Nations Local Organizing Committee press briefing at the Uganda Media Center in Kampala. The tickets for the 8 match days that Uganda hosts will cost 10,000 shillings for ordinary, 30,000 for silver and 50,000 for premium. As the local organizing committee negotiates with CAF to increase individual purchase to exceed 5 tickets, what stands out is that there will be no sale of physical match day tickets.
CAF is the one managing the entire ticket arrangements. CAF has not provided an option for selling physical tickets. All ticket sales are digital or online as of today. CAF has provided 2 options for purchasing the match tickets. You can go to www.cafonline.com and you'll find the link that will take you to sale of Pamoja tickets. As of today, this morning, only the purchase of tickets for matches of Group C stage fixtures are available. So you will not find the fixtures for the tickets for the quarterfinals, you will not find the semi-final, neither will you find the third place playoff match. You will only find the group stage matches. When you buy a ticket for a group stage match, it allows you to watch all the matches of that day while in the stadium. All the matches of that day. In other words, if you enter the stadium to watch a match scheduled for 5 p.m., you are allowed to use the same ticket to remain in your seat and watch the next match that starts at 8 p.m. However, take note, once your ticket has been scanned and you are allowed to enter the stadium to watch the first match of the day, if you exit the stadium's gates, you cannot enter again to watch the second match of the day using the ticket that had earlier been scanned.
To address the issue of publicity about the tournament, which even reached the floor of Parliament, Dr. Dennis Mujimba, who is the chairperson of the Communication and Signage Subcommittee, offered some good news.
One of the measures we have put in a resource of 1 billion shillings to FUFA, the Federation of Uganda Football Association, to step up the promotions on TVs and radios, digital platforms, social media influencers, Zindaro, other digital channels, to mobilize the public to come and attend these matches in person at Nambole Stadium.
The local organizing committee has also addressed the issue of safety and security and also offered an update on the traffic flow, with many roads in the vicinity of several venues to be blocked and diverted on match days.
First and foremost, we have route security, that routes leading in or out of the stadium and the surrounding environment will have security domination. We deploy both covert, but we also have overt and covert deployments.
Mandela National Stadium Nambole will host Group C games, a quarter-final, semi-final, and the battle for the bronze medal match, with all games live on Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV and its sister stations.
Wherever you are in Uganda, from the city to the village, UBC brings Chan 2024 to your screen and your radio. August 2nd to August 30th.
Meanwhile, government is committed to ensuring democratic governance and processes to deliver mandatory and effective services. This message was contained in Prime Minister Robinah Nabbanja's speech during the official ground-breaking ceremony of the Electoral Commission headquarters, offices and storage facilities at Lweza Lubowa in Wakiso district.
The President, through a directive dated July 17, 2022, ordered the National Housing and Construction Company to undertake the relocation of the Electoral Commission headquarters that initially situated on Plot 55 Ginger Road. Now, temporarily seated on 7th Street since 1st January 2023, to a permanent physical location on a 10 acres land in Lubowa, Wakiso district.
Chief Guest, allow me to report that the land has been provided by National Housing, and to your guests, if you look at the land where we're seated and you look at the perimeter wall that is running, that goes all the way up to the church and comes down along the road.
I am sure that with the concerted effort of all stakeholders in the projects, I believe that the Electoral Commission headquarters will be a very successful project.
The official groundbreaking of the Electoral Commission headquarters offices, which is estimated to cost over 200 billion Ugandan shillings, was presided over by the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robinah Nabanja.
We have always told you Uganda is democratic. This shows you that elections will be there every after 5 years.
In her speech, the Prime Minister Robinah Nabanja said the groundbreaking of the proposed construction of a multi-billion Electoral Commission headquarters in Lweza in Wakiso district is part of government commitment to offer better democratic governance and service delivery.
The acquisition of land and commencing of the construction of the permanent home for the Electoral Commission shows you that the NRM government recognizes the Commission's critical role in conducting democratic governance in Uganda. The NRM government will continue to invest. We shall put resources, both human, technical, logistical, and infrastructure.
However, National Housing and Construction Company, the landlords and project developers are worried about the projected delays due to budget provisions, although the construction works are estimated to be completed in 24 months. The chairman of the Electoral Commission, Justice Simon Mugenyi Byabakama, lauded President Museveni for sanctioning the construction of a permanent physical home for the commission. Byabakama said the customized project for construction of this state-of-the-art facility will enhance service delivery.
If National Housing had showed up some 2 or 3 years ago, we wouldn't even have lost the 60 billion shillings that had been put aside for us to acquire a home in the 2023-24 budget. The custom-built home will support improvement in service delivery by ensuring that all necessary facilities and services are located in one center.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the Multi-Billion Electoral Commission headquarters was attended by the Justice and Constitutional Affairs Minister Norbert Mao, local leaders, commissioners, the deputy chairman of the commission, among other dignitaries.
If we are doing internet cables, let it be able to serve EC, Africa Humanitarian Agency, and everybody.
The National Housing and Construction Company will work hand in hand with the China Communication Construction Company Limited, Arch Design, the technical wing at the Ministry of Works and Transport, among other partners. Amwa Evanjuko and Shiba Nanteza for UBC.
Abeka baratuzi awarunji nafe tujja
Bami kwani anya inakuchenja ono
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Tuina momo
va ku mwana gbununya change
Nayanziza nyo
nange kwetwe
Yes
zo ziri mmeka
Jire satu chitundu
Yes Ngayiro Sente ngazinzugweddeko.
But Uncle, you can get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze nogola bankoye kuva ku macha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu ambe ku munno mutikule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. No sorry, don't you? That's all Wagara. Thanks for Barab. And what was Charwao? Get them on Gilco. We are going to know situation here.
Can they take candle?
Hey, wait, I go to Tambura. When I go to that. I'm saying, I don't know what to
uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
Welcome back. You are still watching News Tonight. Incumbent members of the NRM Central Executive Committee, SEC, have embarked on nationwide consultations with party members as they seek re-election to the party's top organ. The meetings officially commenced in Kampala Central, where Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, Godfrey Chiwanda and Lydia Wanyoto are jointly engaging members. Let's take a look.
The National Resistance Movement Central Executive Committee members are holding consultation meetings with party members ahead of the first sitting of the 4th National Conference scheduled for 27th to 28th of August 2025. Incumbents Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, the Vice Chairperson for Western Uganda, Godfrey Chiwanda Subi, Vice Chairperson for Central Buganda, and Lydia Wanyoto, National Chairperson of the Women's League, are canvassing for support as they seek fresh terms in office.
And they've actually blessed us, they've endorsed us for the Central Executive Committee positions. Thank you, thanks UBC for following us all.
But I am happy that the delegates here from Kampala Central are very positive. They have endorsed me because I have been there for the party. I am visible and I have worked for the party, and we are all agreed that we need energy within the party so that NRM can continue getting stronger and stronger.
Speaking for the women, Lydia Wanyoto emphasized the continued need to address issues affecting women, especially poverty.
To fight battles of indigeneity, to support fellow women. The mass line of Uganda are women. So let's work together. Our wars are set out there. Let's go as women, let's work together and be able to make a change, to contribute to our country. The game changers of development of our country are women.
One of the key issues that arose from these consultations was the dominance of the opposition in the Kampala Central. Now, these candidates admit the NRM made some mistakes, and it is these mistakes they want to rectify if given another opportunity as members of the NRM top organ.
For instance, when we go into campaigns and electioneering, at times we use outsiders to mobilize support, and yet we have our structures, we have leaders on the ground. Like, we have studied the issues of Kampala, and going forward, I can assure the public that in the next elections, you will see Kampala getting yellow again in all the divisions of Kampala.
The consultation meetings are part of the build-up to the NRM National Conference, which will be held at Kolo Independence Ceremonial Grounds under the theme, Building a Shared Prosperity, Investing in Uganda's Future. Tony Kentchaze, Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
Now, Jonah Dasimwe, a contender in the National NRM Vice Chairman for Western Region RES, has launched a manifesto focusing on job creation through the agricultural value chain. With his background in engineering, oil and gas and infrastructure development, Asimwe says the agricultural sector has the potential to create up to 40,000 jobs annually.
As the ruling party, the National Resistance Movement, NRM, gears up for its 4th National Conference, an event that offers a platform for, among others, the election of leaders for top positions in the Central Executive Committee, SEC. Individuals intending to contest in the same are working tooth and nail to ensure that they emerge victorious when time comes. Accordingly, Jonad Asimwe, one of the contenders for the post of the SEC member for Western Region, has this Wednesday launched his manifesto outlining priority areas of focus once elected.
Once this position is got,
we are going to implement what called the technology transfer. That paper, I wrote it in 2017 and I shared it. So it has helped in oil and gas, where people are getting jobs. An expert, you come, you serve 1 year or 2 depending. If someone learns, then you leave, and then this one goes on.
While launching his manifesto, the 37-year-old Jonad Asimwe spoke against what he termed monetization of politics, blaming it for depriving the country of quality servants.
If me, I give 50,000, another one gives 50, another one gives 50, then who wins? Someone of what? Of an ideology. So we have a long-term strategy that we are going to develop the structures ranging from the villages. We teach them and show them on how to create leaders, number one, and number two, on how to empower themselves.
On the overall, the Central Executive Committee has 16 positions, which are being contested by a total of 290 candidates. The position of the National NRM Vice Chairman for Western Region has attracted 11 contenders, including Engineer Jonad Asimwe, Michael Mawanda, and Dr. Chris Bariomusi, who is the incumbent. The National Resistance Movement NRM Party is expected to hold its 4th National Conference from August 27th to 28th, 2025 at the Kolo Independence Grounds in Kampala. Dokas Kimono, UBC News.
Now, the winners in the recent NRM primaries that have been petitioned have proposed an amendment in the NRM law to ensure that the losers of the petition should be dismissed with costs to avoid unnecessary time and resource wasting. This was after some defendants who appeared before the NRM Elections Tribunal sitting in Kampala complained of some petitions not having substantive evidence.
The NRM Elections Tribunal sitting in Kampala enters day 2 of the hearing with dozens of ministers and incumbent MPs proposing an amendment in the NRM law to ensure that the losers of the petition should be dismissed with the costs to avoid unnecessary time and resource wasting. One such a proposer was the State Minister for Fisheries, Helen Adoa, who is also the Serere woman MP.
I am happy that this day has been handled, and I am happy I was present with my lawyers, and we have requested the tribunal to help us nullify this petition because it does not hold any water.
Interfacing with the tribunal on Wednesday, Helen accused her petitioner for unfairness, saying she presented declaration forms of 2015 instead of 2025. She appealed to the tribunal to dismiss such unfair petitions with the costs, although her petitioner, Achom Esther Lucy, denied.
That they presented the DR forms of 2015, and we all got shocked that it seems
that's not true. The evidence has been put on the table of the tribunal. The DR forms, most of them were photocopies, which I don't own.
The same complaint was also raised by the minister without portfolio in the office of the Vice President and woman MP Buikwe, Diana Mutasingwa, who was petitioned, and the petitioner failed to appear for the tribunal, terming it as wasting people's time.
If you have a percentage of 93% and you have won with a vote of 60,000, whereas your opponent has 4,000 and below, I feel that the petitioning me was unnecessary.
Minister for Security Jimmy Muwezi, who won NRM primaries for Rujumbura County from Rukungiri, and the State Minister for Foreign Affairs John Mulimba, who is also the MP for Samia Bugweri County North in Namutumba District, also voiced concerns over unfair petitions.
That there was bribery, intimidation, and so on, but we told them that to our knowledge there was nothing of that nature.
So here I do not consider
And Uganda's youth are taking the lead in the global fight against climate change. Backed by the German government and global partners, they have launched a national statement that will carry their concerns and ideas all the way to COP30 in Brazil. With just months to the high-stakes global summit, head of Cooperation Germany Embassy, Lesha van der Boom, says Uganda is setting the pace for youth inclusion in climate policy across Africa.
Financial assistance from the German government, Ugandan youth, through the Youth Climate Council, have launched the National Youth and Children Climate Change Statement 2025. The statement, set to be presented at the COP30 summit in Brazil, outlines the pressing climate challenges faced by young people in Uganda and offers youth-driven solutions aimed at influencing global climate policy. The local conference, themed around youth leadership in climate action, brought together hundreds of young participants from across Uganda.
As youths in the climate change space, we would want to be actively engaged and included in the different frameworks of Uganda and the United Nations. And it's time that we present ourselves in such a way.
The German embassy, a key development partner in the initiative, reaffirmed its continued support for youth involvement in environmental sustainability.
And Uganda is one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change. And who's going to be affected by it? Yes, I will be affected, but the people that will be the most affected are the young generation, because we will see an increase in flooding and drought and so on. So young people need to be part of the solution because this is their future. That's why we're supporting young people in Uganda to come up with creative solutions to climate change, to adaptation and mitigation measures.
It served as a platform for dialogue, experience sharing, and strategizing on how youth can play a more active role in responding to the climate crisis.
The young people, some of them lack the technical capacity to meaningfully engage in this kind of global crisis.
We need specified frameworks across thematic areas. Climate finance, in which way can you include youths to actively benefit?
Proposing that as a construction sector, we should look into building methods that are sustainable.
Other partners, including UNDP and the British High Commission, also pledged technical and strategic backing, emphasizing the role of youth in implementing Uganda's climate financing strategies.
So we are very, very proud that LCOI, Uganda 2025, is taking this even further with a focus on carbon markets, on renewable energy. So we intend to support the youth-led clusters aligned to key the UNFCCC streams of adaptation, finance, capacity building technology. I urge you all to turn your speeches, to turn your voices into policy memos, your arts into advocacy campaigns, and your incredible energy into scalable climate solutions.
The launch of the Youth Climate Statements marks a significant step in amplifying the role of Ugandan youth in global climate change negotiations.
Bamikwano, ana inakuchange ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Vakumwana kubunya change.
Nayanziza nyo.
Nange kwete.
Yes, sir.
Zoziri mmeka?
Jire satu chitundu.
Satu chitundu.
Yes, sir.
Nayo. Sente ngazinzugweddeko.
But uncle, you can get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze nogola bankoye kuva ku makya ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno muti kule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. Mosuri Domtuma. What does all Wagara? Thanks for Barab. This, and Pom was Charwao, but Jaja Mongere home. I got your situation here.
Kande te kando.
Hey. Wait, I go to Tambra. When I go to that.
Tubere monzikiza.
Senga na tumoino kumingiriza.
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the 1st floor.
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our staff state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful Kids Water Park. We are located on Arua Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Arua City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Buza Kamiso now.
Taxes must come when people have knowledge about the taxes. The biggest challenge I see with our community is they don't have adequate knowledge about the taxes they're supposed to pay, how they're supposed to pay these taxes, and how much they are charged to pay.
And I want to thank Mr. Iman Musa for raising a very pertinent question. So what is the purpose and focus for this? Our purpose and target is that as many citizens of this country get to understand the question that Musa has asked. How do I register for tax? How much tax do I pay? And that will only come through continuous engagement. It is very, very important, and I would like to appeal to all our taxpayers that we deliberately participate in these tax programs once they announce to us and we know where they are. Because, as Musa put it, there is no other way of building our country except through paying our fair share of taxes. Begging and borrowing will not take us far. We must fulfill our civic duty as citizens by paying our fair share of tax. At the moment, our tax to GDP is about 14%. 14% cannot lift Uganda into a first world nation. Research confirms that for any country to begin seriously developing, you must be collecting about 20% of your GDP. And this is the message that His Excellency our President has been communicating to us as tax collectors, but as a nation also taxpayers. Until we get to 20% tax to GDP, we almost have no chance at development. So let's join our hands together. Let's work together, everyone fulfilling their part. As URA, we commit to educate you. By the way, the other program that we are running now for the future taxpayers is including tax education in the school curriculum. We have entered a partnership with secondary schools, with tertiary institutions, and we have developed tax materials which they have gladly accepted to put into their curriculum, so that even students who are still going to school begin to prepare and to know and to understand their civic duty of paying taxes when they get into the workforce. So all these programs and many more that will be shared towards the issue of tax sensitization.
Buza Kamiso now. Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Buza Kamiso now.
And that's it for Newsnight. Thank you for sticking with us. Elizabeth Nakakoni on Sign Language. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Have yourselves a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
My name is Flight Captain George Michael Mkula, aspiring for the National